Hello and welcome to this weapon review. I'm Drax and today we'll be looking at the latest NSX weapon, the Tanto, seeing where its strengths and weaknesses are, and where I've found it's best used. So stay tuned. Right then guys, let's take a look at this NSX Tanto. And first off I want to start off by saying I have Araxed the weapon now, and I feel like I can give it a fair review. So let's take a look at the stats. 600 RPM with 143 damage and a 112 drop off at 60 meters. Well, it drops down to 112 at 60 meters. 520 velocity, pretty standard, in line with the Cougar, which I'll compare it to later, and 2.75 reload, 2.3 quick, which is pretty good. Ammunition 30 in the magazine, bumped up to 36 with the extended magazine, which is a good attachment because you don't really need the Foregrip because recoil is very easy to handle. Now hip accuracy, we have a load of zeros for different stances and crouching, and 0.24 accuracy loss per shot. Now if we look at other guns, we have a higher accuracy loss per shot than the T5 AMC, for example. So let's take a look at aim accuracy, and you can see here we've got a 0.06 accuracy loss per shot, so you can shoot for a long time before you lose all accuracy, and it's a very nice weapon in this respect. Now the attachments I've been using for this weapon are the 1x yellow dot. I use the 1x because the more magnification you put on a weapon, the more the recoil becomes, but it is quite handleable on this sort of weapon because the recoil is so low. It's not gonna, and you could get away with a 3.4 very easily. You can see it's a little bit more kick because I'm using a 3.4. I'll switch it back to the 1x. I want to deal with the enemies quite easy at distance as well. I've got a flash suppressor on it. It doesn't really make a difference to the gun. It just stops them from noticing me as much when I get in between them, and I do like to try and get in between a large group of enemies with the light assault. It's one of those classes you can do it. Now I did run the Foregrip originally, but I really didn't need it, and I'll show you. Foregrip on, it's not going to make much difference. As you can see, I was really handling it pretty easy. Now I can notice a slight difference for sure because it's going to be better with it on, for you know, to make it a little easier, but it's hardly anything, so I would go with the extended magazine, giving you the extra 6 rounds, which I would say will help you out, at least taking out 2 enemies per magazine. Now for the ammo, I've used the high velocity ammunition, and this is because I think it's best at that 50, 60 meter range. With the high velocity it's going to be around 50, you know, 58, you got the 2 meters loss. But you could, in a different circumstance, run the suppressor and the soft point for maybe the close round caps, getting on rooftops where you know you're going to be in good areas to shoot enemies from a nice close distance. So let's check out this carbine in comparison to other weapons in the class. First up, the Cougar, and we can see the Cougar has less RPM with a difference of 167 damage. Now I think the Cougar would just win it in a 1v1, although it would be easier to start out with the Tanto. So it may be a case that you can more reliably land the headshots. Although the Cougar does feel pretty nice at range. And the recoil pattern is pretty simple and straight up on that one. The T5 AMC, which is another weapon I'm going to compare it to, we get the stats up here, has better hip accuracy, shot per shot fired, and better aim accuracy by a slight amount. So if we look at this, it stays very, very accurate for long periods of time while firing it from the hip. The Tanto, on the other hand, will bloom, so it's accurate at the start and then the cone of fire comes back down, so it's definitely a burst fire weapon from the hip. And I also wanted to note with the T5 AMC that even though it's a good range weapon, it has a harder recoil pattern, and I'll try and leave it alone here to follow. Then I might be pulling the mouse down a bit there with the weight of my hand, but we'll check it out against the Tanto, which goes pretty much straight up. It's up and to the right a bit, and that's easier to handle than most recoil from weapons. Now I've heard players say that this weapon is not very good and they don't like it, and it seems to be the case that if you're hitting the body shots, it's taking too long to kill and you're losing engagements. And I'll show you an example of the links, which I'm pretty sure wrecks enemies even with body shots. So we can count the difference if that would be of help, and I think it's used 8 shots. Yeah, it's usually 8 shots anyway, but we have the slow rate of fire 600, 900 RPM at 125. But that's going to be unloading a lot quicker, so he's actually dead before probably a lot more bullets hit. We got the 167 of the Cougar. You can see that slower fire rate in the battle is probably going to get you killed. So you need to rely on the accuracy of this weapon. Make sure you're hitting the head of the target to bring him down as fast as possible. And even at the medium ranges, you can reliably hit headshots once you get used to the recoil on the weapon. So there we have the Tanto, a very versatile weapon with great hip and aim accuracy and easy to control recoil, best used in medium engagements up to 60 meters while always trying to hit the head. Without headshots, this weapon can feel quite weak, but for me the weapon has been fun to use and fits the overall light assault playstyle. I'm going to leave you with some Tanto gameplay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. working out for us. Okay.
Killing spree.
Get some kills up here. A little bit of lag then. That same guy? Don't know. Damn it, someone kill stealed me. He looks like he's trying to C4 us. Is that C4 in his hand or a medkit? We're having fun on these roofs at the moment.
Headshot.
Keep up the headshot ratio. Oh, maybe a 2v1 situation here. Oh, he didn't see me. Well, that's gonna end him. And I...
Dominating.
body shot, but... oh, good save, friendly, good save. I did not see that guy. This is nearly the end here. They're going to realise where I am in a minute. Not before I take a few of them with me. What? Oh, had to be done to stay alive. This is a bit crazy right now.